Welcome back to our channel, World of Coins. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare Abraham Lincoln penny coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them because it could make you a millionaire overnight. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're going to explore an often overlooked yet incredibly valuable piece of American history, the United States 1-cent coin from 1979. It's not just another penny. This little coin carries with it a rich history and could be worth much more than you think. Stick around as we uncover the story behind this particular 1-cent coin, its design, its place in history, and most importantly, its remarkable value today. Let's rewind the clock to 1979. This year marked an interesting time in the United States. It was a year filled with change and challenges. Politically, the nation was adjusting to a new era under President Jimmy Carter. The world was still grappling with the effects of the oil crisis that had swept through the 1970s, and inflation was high. Amidst this turbulent time, the U.S. Mint was still producing the familiar pennies we know today, but there was something unique about the 1979 1-cent coin that would eventually make it a collector's dream. In 1979, the U.S. Mint continued producing the copper-plated zinc pennies that had been in circulation since the 1960s. However, what set the 1979 coin apart wasn't its material or size, it was its rarity and subtle differences in design, making it highly sought after by collectors. These coins were produced in large numbers, but as time passed, they became more difficult to find in good condition, making them increasingly valuable. When it comes to the design, the 1979 1-cent coin remains largely unchanged from its predecessors. The obverse of the coin features a familiar image, Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. The portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner, has been gracing the front of the penny since 1909, and it continues to be one of the most iconic images on U.S. currency. Lincoln's dignified profile is accompanied by the inscription, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year of minting, 1979 in this case. The reverse side of the coin is equally well known, featuring a depiction of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. This design was first introduced in 1959 and has been a staple of the 1-cent coin ever since. However, the 1979 1-cent coin has some interesting variations. While most pennies minted that year look quite similar, a number of them were produced with subtle but distinct differences, particularly in the details of the design and the quality of the strike. These differences can make certain coins from this year much more valuable than others, especially when the coins are in pristine, uncirculated condition. What makes the 1979 penny particularly exciting for collectors is its rarity. The U.S. Mint produces billions of coins each year, and most of them are quickly circulated through everyday transactions. As a result, many of the coins that remain after years of use end up worn and damaged, losing much of their value. But when you find a 1979 penny in excellent condition, free from damage and with its design intact, it can be a real treasure. Even more exciting are the varieties that have appeared in certain batches of 1979 pennies. One of the most sought-after types is the 1979 wide AM variety. This refers to the spacing between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side of the coin. While most pennies from this year feature a narrow spacing, the wide AM variety has a noticeably wider gap between these letters, making it a unique find. Coins with this variation are particularly prized by collectors and can fetch a significant premium over their regular counterparts. Another interesting detail about the 1979 penny is the way it was minted. The U.S. Mint produced these coins at 3 different facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each of these mints used different methods for striking the coins, and this sometimes resulted in subtle differences in the quality of the strike, as well as in the overall appearance of the coins. Some of these variations can make certain 1979 pennies even more valuable, especially those with errors or irregularities in the minting process. When it comes to the value of the 1979 1-cent coin, it's important to remember that condition is key. A coin that is heavily worn or damaged won't be worth much, but a 1979 penny in uncirculated or near uncirculated condition can be worth hundreds, even thousands, of dollars. In fact, The most valuable 1979 pennies are those with unique characteristics or errors, such as the wide AM variety or coins with double die errors. So, you might be wondering, just how much could a 1979 penny be worth? Well, if you happen to have one in perfect, uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a price tag of up to $56,000. That's right, $56,000 for a single penny, thanks to its rarity, unique features, and exceptional condition. Now, before you go checking your spare change for a hidden fortune, keep in mind that not every 1979 penny will fetch that kind of price. The ones that are worth the most are those that are in exceptional condition or have rare minting errors. But even if your penny isn't worth tens of thousands of dollars, it's still a fascinating piece of American history and a valuable addition to any collection. Thanks for watching today's video on the United States 1-cent coin from 1979. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history and value of this remarkable penny, be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another exciting coin discovery. Top 2, we're about to uncover the fascinating story behind a coin that might just be hiding in your collection, the United States 1-cent coin from 1984. It may seem like a common penny, but there's more to this coin than meets the eye. As we dive into its historical context, its design elements, and its collector appeal, you might be surprised by how much this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth today. Stick with us as we explore everything that makes the 1984 1-cent coin so remarkable, and of course, we'll reveal just how much it's worth in today's market. Let's take a step back to 1984. It was a year of change and excitement in the United States. Ronald Reagan was in his second term as president, and the country was enjoying economic growth and a sense of optimism after the turbulent 1970s. The world was also experiencing rapid technological advancements. Apple introduced the first Macintosh computer, and the personal computer revolution was beginning to take shape. Amidst this era of progress and change, the U.S. Mint was busy producing its signature currency, including the 1984 1-cent coin. At first glance, the 1984 penny looks very similar to the pennies that came before it, but there are key factors that make this particular coin stand out. The design of the 1984 1-cent coin, like its predecessors, features Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, on the obverse side. This iconic image, created by artist Victor David Brenner, has been the face of the penny since 1909. Lincoln's dignified portrait is surrounded by the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and, of course, the year of minting, 1984. The reverse side of the coin is equally iconic. It features the image of the Lincoln Memorial, which has been on the reverse of the penny since 1959. The memorial represents the enduring legacy of Lincoln and his contribution to the United States. It's a beautiful, historical design that honors one of America's greatest leaders. However, while these designs may seem familiar, the 1984 penny holds unique significance within the larger context of U.S. currency and minting. One of the reasons that the 1984 1-cent coin has become so valuable to collectors is because of the subtle differences in its production. While the U.S. Mint produced billions of these coins in 1984, there were minor variations in the quality and finish of the coins that were struck. Some of these differences were due to the minting process itself, while others were a result of the coin's circulation and handling. The coins that have survived in pristine condition are the ones that are the most sought after by collectors. As you may know, most coins that are in regular circulation end up showing signs of wear and tear. The more a coin has been handled or spent, the more it deteriorates. But the 1984 pennies that have been kept in excellent condition, free from scratches or heavy circulation wear, are incredibly valuable. These coins are becoming increasingly rare as time goes on, making them a prized find for those lucky enough to come across one. In addition to the condition of the coin, collectors are also interested in any unique features or errors that may have occurred during the minting process. Over the years, the U.S. Mint has produced coins with various errors, whether it's misprints, doubled images, or uneven strikes. The 1984 penny is no exception. Some rare 1984 pennies feature subtle minting errors, such as double die or die cracks, which can make the coin even more valuable. These types of error coins are highly prized because they are one-of-a-kind pieces, setting them apart from the standard issue coins and making them highly desirable to collectors. In addition to errors, there are also certain varieties of the 1984 penny that have become more popular in the numismatic community. One of the most notable varieties is the 1984 double die penny. This rare version of the coin features a noticeable doubling of the design elements on the obverse side, including the date and some of the lettering. It's a fascinating flaw that occurred during the minting process and has become a sought-after piece for collectors. If you happen to come across one of these rare varieties, you may have just stumbled upon a small fortune. Let's talk about the minting process itself. The U.S. Mint produced the 1984 pennies in massive quantities, but it was a time when the penny was starting to face some challenges. The rising costs of production and the decreasing value of the penny led to debates about whether it was worth continuing to produce such a small denomination. Nevertheless, the 1984 pennies continued to be struck at the U.S. Mint facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, ensuring that there was a steady supply of these coins circulating through the economy. While most of the 1984 pennies were produced in Philadelphia and Denver, a small number of proof coins were struck at the San Francisco Mint. These proof coins were specially minted with a higher quality finish and were intended for collectors. The 1984 proof penny is a bit different from the regular circulation penny, with a smooth, mirror-like surface that makes it stand out. These proof coins are often highly coveted by collectors, particularly those in uncirculated or near-perfect condition. Now that we've explored the history and details behind the 1984 penny, let's talk about its value. As you can imagine, the value of this coin depends on several factors, including its condition, its rarity, and whether it has any unique features or errors. A regular 1984 penny in good condition is worth only its face value, 1 cent. However, when the coin is in exceptional, uncirculated condition, or if it features rare errors or unique varieties, its value increases dramatically. In fact, the most valuable 1984 pennies have been known to sell for up to $47,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $47,000 for a single penny, thanks to its rarity and unique characteristics. So, if you happen to find a 1984 penny in your coin jar or collection, it might be worth more than just a few cents. Whether it's in perfect condition, features a rare minting error, or is one of the proof coins produced in San Francisco, the 1984 penny could be a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Top 3, we're delving into the history and allure of a coin that might just be hiding in plain sight, the United States 1-cent coin from 1987. On the surface, it may appear to be just another penny, but this coin carries with it a fascinating story and holds significant value for collectors. We're going to explore its design, its minting details, its historical context, and what makes it a sought-after treasure in the world of numismatics. And of course, stay tuned until the end, because you'll be amazed by how much this coin could be worth today. The year 1987 was a pivotal one in American history, reflecting both progress and change. The country was in the midst of the Reagan era, experiencing a time of relative peace and prosperity after the challenges of the previous decades. It was a time when the U.S. economy was experiencing a boom, the Cold War tensions were easing, and technological innovations were rapidly transforming industries. The world was evolving, and so too was the currency that circulated within it. The 1987 penny represents a small, yet significant, moment in time for the United States. While the political and social landscape was changing, the U.S. Mint was still hard at work producing the country's coins, including the 1-cent piece. The 1987 penny, just like the years before it, was minted in large quantities. However, what sets this particular coin apart from others is the rarity of finding one in exceptional condition today. Most of the 1987 pennies that were circulated in everyday transactions have suffered from wear and tear, making them far less valuable than their pristine counterparts. But if you've managed to find one in great shape, it could be worth far more than just 1 cent. Let's take a look at the design elements of the 1987 penny. The obverse, or front, of the coin features a well-known image, Abraham Lincoln. This iconic portrait of the 16th president was designed by Victor David Brenner and has graced the penny since 1909. Lincoln's image has become synonymous with American currency, symbolizing leadership, integrity, and the nation's struggle and triumph during the Civil War. Surrounding the image are the words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year of minting, 1987 in this case. On the reverse side of the coin, we find the Lincoln Memorial, which has been the design on the back of the penny since 1959. The memorial, located in Washington, D.C., serves as a lasting tribute to Lincoln's legacy. It is a fitting tribute to one of the most revered figures in American history and represents the strength and unity of the nation. Now, while the design of the 1987 penny may seem quite familiar, there are subtle details that make this coin unique within the broader context of U.S. minting. One of the key factors that makes the 1987 penny so intriguing is its place in history. By the time the 1987 penny was produced, the United States had been using copper-plated zinc for its pennies since the mid-1980s. This material change was part of the ongoing effort to reduce the cost of producing the penny, which had become increasingly expensive as copper prices rose. The production of the 1987 penny was also impacted by the U.S. Mint's ongoing efforts to improve the coin's quality and precision. During this time, the Mint had started using more advanced minting technology, resulting in coins that were struck with greater accuracy and detail. However, even with the advances in technology, the vast majority of 1987 pennies that were produced saw regular use in the nation's economy. Over time, the majority of these coins became worn and damaged, further increasing the rarity of those that remained in pristine condition. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins in uncirculated or near-mint condition, and the 1987 penny is no exception. Coins that have been kept in excellent condition, free from scratches, marks, and other signs of wear, are highly sought after by collectors. The reason for this is simple: the fewer the coins in pristine condition, the higher their value. The 1987 penny is no different. As the years pass and these coins become harder to find in good shape, their appeal and value grow, but it's not just the condition that makes the 1987 penny valuable, it's also the presence of rare variations and errors that can occur during the minting process. Coin collectors and enthusiasts often search for pennies with unique characteristics that set them apart from the standard issue. The 1987 penny, like many other coins from this era, contains the potential for error coins, including die cracks, double strikes, or other minting anomalies. These rare errors are incredibly valuable to collectors because they are one-of-a-kind pieces that represent an imperfection in the minting process. One of the most interesting types of error that collectors look for in the 1987 penny is the double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is struck more than once, causing parts of the design to be duplicated or appear blurry. If you happen to come across a 1987 penny with a double die error, you may have stumbled upon a rare and highly valuable find. The minting process for the 1987 penny also involved the use of several different U.S. mint facilities. The coin was struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, with each location producing its own version of the coin. While most of the 1987 pennies were produced in Philadelphia and Denver, a small number of proof coins were struck at the San Francisco mint. These proof coins were specially made with a higher level of detail and a mirror-like finish. They were intended for collectors rather than for circulation, and because of their superior quality, they are highly coveted today. So, what is the true value of the 1987 penny? Like any coin, its value depends on several factors, including its condition, rarity, and whether it features any unique errors or variations. While most 1987 pennies are worth only their face value of 1 cent, those that are in excellent, uncirculated condition or feature rare minting errors can be worth far more. In fact, a 1987 penny in mint condition or with a rare error can be worth up to $42,000. That's right, $42,000 for a single penny. The value is driven by the rarity of the coin in excellent condition and the desirability of collectors for error coins. If you have a collection of coins, now might be the perfect time to take a closer look at your 1987 pennies. While it's unlikely that every 1987 penny will be worth thousands of dollars, the ones that stand out in quality or with rare minting errors could be a hidden gem. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keeping an eye on these types of coins could yield some impressive returns. Top 4, we're diving into the story of a coin that you might overlook at first glance, the United States 1-cent coin from 1985. While it may seem like just another penny, this coin has an interesting history and some valuable qualities that have made it a coveted item for collectors. So, stick around as we explore the backstory of the 1985 penny, what makes it so unique, and, of course, the incredible value it holds today. Let's start by taking a look at the historical context of 1985. The United States was in the midst of the Reagan era, a time marked by economic growth, a strong sense of national pride, and a shift towards conservative policies. The economy was booming, and America was firmly entrenched in the Cold War with the Soviet Union. Meanwhile, pop culture was flourishing with the rise of movies like Back to the Future and The Breakfast Club, and the world of technology was beginning to experience major breakthroughs. But in the midst of all this, the U.S. Mint was busy producing one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 1-cent piece. Now, why is the 1985 penny so special? On the surface, it may appear to be a standard copper-plated zinc coin with no noticeable differences from other pennies in circulation. However, as we dig deeper into the coin's design, minting process, and unique qualities, we uncover what makes the 1985 penny an interesting piece in the world of numismatics. First, let's talk about the design. The 1985 penny, like its predecessors, features the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. The design, created by artist Victor David Brenner, has graced the obverse of the penny since 1909. Lincoln's image represents leadership, integrity, and a deep commitment to preserving the Union. Surrounding his portrait are the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year of minting, 1985. In this case, the reverse of the 1985 penny showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design that has been a constant since 1959. The memorial symbolizes Lincoln's legacy and the strength of the nation he helped preserve. Located in Washington, D.C., the Lincoln Memorial is an enduring symbol of American unity and the ideals of freedom and democracy. The coin's reverse features a detailed view of the memorial, with the inscription E Pluribus Unum and United States of America, as well as the denomination, 1 cent. It's a timeless design that holds significant historical meaning, but while the design of the 1985 penny might seem familiar, there are several factors that contribute to its value among collectors. For one, the penny is made from a copper-plated zinc composition, which had been used for pennies since 1982. This change in metal composition came as a result of rising copper prices and the cost-effectiveness of using zinc instead. The 1985 penny, therefore, represents a transitional period in the history of U.S. currency. Now, let's talk about the minting process. The U.S. Mint produced the 1985 penny in massive quantities, and they were struck at 3 different locations: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. While most of the pennies produced that year came from Philadelphia and Denver, the San Francisco Mint struck a limited number of proof coins. These proof coins are of superior quality, with a mirror-like finish that makes them stand out from the standard circulating pennies. Proof coins were primarily made for collectors, and because of their pristine condition, they are more desirable and valuable than regular circulation coins. In fact, the condition of the coin is one of the most important factors in determining its value. The majority of the 1985 pennies that circulated have been through years of wear and tear, resulting in coins that are far from pristine. Coins that have been kept in excellent condition, those that are free from scratches, smudges, or other signs of use, are much rarer, and therefore, much more valuable. An uncirculated 1985 penny in near-mint condition is a coveted find for collectors, and its value increases substantially. But condition isn't the only thing that makes a 1985 penny worth more. Error coins, which occurred during the minting process, are highly sought after by numismatists. These coins can feature a wide range of unique features, such as double strikes, misprints, or die cracks, that make them one of a kind. Error coins are extremely valuable because they are rare and often impossible to find again. The 1985 penny is no exception. If you happen to come across a 1985 penny with an error, it could be worth a small fortune. Some of the most coveted 1985 pennies are those with the double die error. This occurs when a coin is struck more than once by the die, resulting in a doubled image on the coin. In the case of the 1985 penny, the doubling often appears in the date or the inscriptions on the obverse side, such as "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." A double die error is a significant flaw that can make the coin stand out among a sea of ordinary pennies, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these rare specimens. Additionally, some of the 1985 pennies were produced with a slight variation in the minting process, leading to subtle differences between coins. These minor variations can include things like slight differences in the positioning of the design elements or variations in the thickness of the lettering. While these variations might not be obvious at first glance, they can make a coin much more valuable to a discerning collector. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1985 penny. As with most coins, the value depends on several factors: the coin's condition, whether it has any errors, and how rare those errors are. Most 1985 pennies are worth only their face value of 1 cent, but coins that are in mint condition or feature rare errors can fetch impressive prices. Some of the most valuable 1985 pennies, particularly those in pristine condition or with double die errors, have been known to sell for as much as $40,000. That's right, $40,000 for a single penny. It's a staggering amount, especially for something that originally only cost 1 cent. If you have a 1985 penny in your collection, it's worth taking a closer look to see if it meets any of the criteria that could increase its value. If it's in exceptional condition or has a rare error, you might just have a hidden gem on your hands. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual coin enthusiast, knowing the value of the coins you possess is an important part of the hobby. Top 5 and last coin, we have something truly special for you: the United States 1-cent coin from 1998. This humble coin, often overlooked in the pockets of everyday Americans, might just be the hidden gem you've been waiting for. If you're a collector or even just someone who appreciates the fascinating world of numismatics, this video will take you on a journey through its history, design, and rarity. Stay tuned, because by the end, we'll reveal the astonishing value this small coin could be worth today. To begin our exploration of the 1998 US 1-cent coin, it's important to understand its place in history. The late 1990s marked a time of significant change and progress in the United States, both culturally and economically. The country was in the midst of a long period of economic prosperity, and the world was becoming more connected than ever before. For the United States, 1998 was a year that saw advancements in technology, entertainment, and global politics. It was also a year of continued growth for the U.S. Mint, which produced billions of coins to meet the demands of an expanding economy. During this period, the 1-cent coin was already a staple of American currency, but it was also beginning to face challenges. The penny was often considered inefficient due to its low purchasing power and the rising costs of production. The debate over whether to eliminate the penny altogether had already begun, though it would not reach its peak until much later. Despite these discussions, the 1998 1-cent coin, like its predecessors, continued to circulate widely and played a crucial role in the everyday transactions of Americans. When you look at the design of the 1998 1-cent coin, it's easy to see why it's captured the attention of collectors. The front side, or obverse, features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, has been the face of the penny since 1909, and his likeness remains one of the most enduring symbols in American numismatics. On this particular coin, the image is sharply struck, with every detail of Lincoln's features visible, a testament to the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint. Above Lincoln's portrait, you'll find the inscription, "Liberty," which has appeared on U.S. coins since the early days of the country's coinage. Below the portrait, you'll see the date, 1998, signifying the year the coin was minted. The words, "In God We Trust," are inscribed to the left of Lincoln, reflecting the nation's enduring commitment to faith and freedom. The entire design is a celebration of American ideals and the legacy of one of the country's most beloved presidents. On the reverse side, or back, of the 1998 1-cent coin, you'll find the image of the Lincoln Memorial. This architectural marvel, located on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., has appeared on the reverse of the penny since 1959. The image on the 1998 penny is beautifully rendered, with the columns of the memorial rising majestically in the background. The words United States of America are inscribed along the top, with E pluribus unum appearing just below the memorial. The phrase, meaning out of many, one, serves as a reminder of the unity and strength of the American people. Now, let's take a closer look at the minting details. The U.S. Mint produced the 1998 1-cent coin at 3 different locations: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Each facility used a different method of production, but the overall design remained consistent across all varieties. The 1998 penny was struck in a copper-plated zinc composition, a change from the previous solid copper pennies that had been in circulation for decades. This was part of a broader effort to reduce the cost of producing coins, as the price of copper was on the rise. One of the key factors that make the 1998 1-cent coin valuable to collectors is its rarity, especially in pristine condition. While billions of pennies were minted in 1998, only a small fraction of them were kept in excellent shape. Most of the coins that were circulated saw years of use and wear, with scratches, discoloration, and other imperfections. However, if you're fortunate enough to find a 1998 penny that has been kept in uncirculated condition, it could be worth significantly more than its face value. Collectors often seek out coins that are in mint condition, as these coins hold more appeal due to their rarity. A penny that has never been in circulation, or one that has been well preserved, is a prized possession in the numismatic world. These coins are graded by professional services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, which evaluate their condition based on factors like surface quality, luster, and overall appearance. Coins that receive high grades, such as MS 65 or higher, can command impressive prices in the marketplace. In addition to mint condition, some 1998 1-cent coins may feature unique characteristics that further increase their value. For example, some coins may have been struck with die errors or have slight variations in their design. These errors are highly sought after by collectors, as they are considered rare and can make a coin even more valuable. If you happen to find a 1998 penny with a noticeable minting error, it could be worth far more than you'd expect. Now, let's get to the most exciting part: the value of the 1998 1-cent coin. While the vast majority of these coins are worth only 1 cent, there are certain examples that can fetch remarkable amounts at auction. A 1998 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition can be worth as much as $36,000. That's right, a single penny, often dismissed as insignificant, could be worth more than a brand new car or even a down payment on a home. This value is largely attributed to the coin's rarity in mint condition, as well as the growing interest in collecting coins from the late 20th century. So, if you happen to have a 1998 penny lying around in your collection, take a moment to inspect it closely. You never know, what might seem like just another common coin could turn out to be a valuable piece of American history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting out, the world of numismatics is full of surprises, and you never know when you might stumble upon your next treasure. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!